The seventh race on the card is the Dubai Duty Free. This is the first of the two $5 million purses. 9 furlongs on the turf. This is a very international field that is very, very deep. Definitely think this is a race that's got some interesting betting propositions. I just wanted to start out by saying I'm avoiding Dank. I could not believe she was that short of a price on the North American morning line. The Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf field hasn't come back to do much. I think she's kind of stuck without Lasix. It's going to be tougher on her. So I'm going against Dank here. And I'm actually kind of against the Fugue a little bit too. But we're going to get into her. But we're going to start off with my top selection. And that is the South African undefeated Versentinnegra. He's won 6 in a row now. 2 of them at Meydan, 4 of them in his native South Africa for Mike de Kock. This horse has a great tactical speed and tactical running style. He's stalked the pace in the 2 races in Meydan and just taken over at the 3/16 bull. And the first time he just held on, obviously needing the race. And last time he was a lot more physically impressive. He was a lot more filled out and he held on to win by a length or 2 at the wire. I think that third start in the form cycle is always a great thing, no matter where you're running, but especially on a race where he's definitely needing the fitness. Going into his top performance, this is definitely a horse that I think is set up for a great race. 5-1 on the morning line for Versentinnegra, definitely going to be my top selection. Second choice in here for me is the Japanese number 2 Just Away. 2 impressive rallying performances for back-to-back wins over in his native country. And he has raced in Hong Kong as well. This is a horse that has been very impressive, though. In those victories, he's going to need the pace to be hot in front of him, and I'm not sure it will be. But I think he's definitely got the supreme talent, and we've already seen with Gentle Donna and some of these Orfevre, some of these incredibly talented Japanese runners. So I definitely want Just Away to be on my tickets. The third choice I'm going to give in here is the Fugue. This is a filly that I think is going to be in your tries and supers, but I don't view her as a huge win threat, just on the fact that she is kind of known to get herself in trouble. If you remember the 2012 Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf, where she gets herself boxed in the Hong Kong Bays, she has no reason not to go by dominant and win that race for fun, but she leaves herself so far out the back door that she's making up so much ground after being in front of the horse as they turn for home. So I think she's a horse that definitely has some... she plays Jekyll and Hyde, and she always brings her run, but she doesn't always find the winner's circle. Just a live long shot I wanted to consider is the ultra-classy, ultra-talented Hunter's Light. 30-1, and yes, he is in the 13 hole. 2 negative signs for me, but he ran a really great race in an incredibly tough version of the Champion Stakes. He has been one of Godolphin's top World Cup contenders for the last 2 years in the Maktoum Challenge, and he has proven on the turf. Especially go back and watch the Arlington Million, where he was going to be top 4, I would think, and he just absolutely clips heels and loses all chance. So go back and watch the Arlington Million, Hunter's Light in the unmissable blue of the Godolphin Racing. I would like to have Hunter's Light on everything I'm going to do, just at anything close to that kind of price. He is incredible value, but I definitely think that Versentinnegra is going to be your most logical winner in here, and he is my top selection in the Dubai Duty Free. $5 million purse. Come back and join me and check out my next video, which will be the Dubai Shima Classic.